know what, we spoke lately with Danilo Magari, and we touched on few important subjects here of how line will be blurring. You mentioned interdepartmental kind of silos, right? But point is that the line between functions will be blurring, and business people will have access to low-code technology, if not already, where they can express their creativity and add value to the business instead of worrying about their jobs being affected by automation. So where technology is helping people really to learn in the job and to add value to the business.
It's going to be learning by doing, and it's also a generation topic. Like the newer generation is much more skilled by nature with technology, whereas like the older generation was just like had a completely different approach in how to gather knowledge, how to apply knowledge into a process. It's just a completely different way in how to tackle business problems. And like the newer generation, they don't like to wait. Nobody likes to wait at anybody. They also they don't like to be told by anybody. It's like they just want to own the process. They want to own the business. They want to own the decisions. They want to own the creation. They don't want to just run what somebody else designed. And that's like a fundamental cultural, again, change. It has a lot more to do with culture than many people think it has to do. But it's really about how you culturally embrace transparency. I recently had a call with a CFO of one of our clients, and he said like, FireStart, it creates so much transparency, I hate it. But this is like, that's the value we create. But in his opinion, it was like a downside that they created transparency. And this is, if people don't carry the benefits of automation and process automation, workflow automation, and the value with it in the culture, then you always have a conflict. And then technology will not be able to solve your fundamental cultural flaws that you might have built over years and years and years. And it's really about a little independence that you want to have as an individual, as an organization. You want to just move with the flow. Whatever happens, if it's, I don't know, the stock exploding or COVID hitting the world or whatever it is, you just want to be agile to adapt to whatever comes. And I think that's got to be the organizations of the future that are not afraid of the future, but they take things as they come, and they know that they are as flexible to adopt in a meaningful way to this new environment and still stay successful in business.
Absolutely. You know what, we talk about getting rid of mundane work and equipping humans with doing more creative tasks and creative projects even, right? So where do you see like there's the best potential there? Because again, many still afraid of, automating everything, basically.
There's so much creative human potential in all of the processes, whether that's when you want to launch new products, when you need to have creative marketing campaigns in place, when you need to innovate or R&D research, human resource management. There are so many areas where you just are helpless without the human creativity and engagement. And like it's about creativity. It's about, you don't want to run a process, but you want to design a process, and that's a very different thing. If you don't want to do repetitive things because that will just draw your brain. You want to be challenged. You want to be motivated. And there's so much potential. If I look at our business, I think we have like 80 to 90 business processes that we need to run on a day-to-day basis, and we need to change half of them on a weekly basis to new requirements, to new also innovations. It's like process development is a moving target. And I think that's also a misconception at many organizations when they think we're going into an automation project or we're going into a digital transformation, that this is a one-off project. It starts here, it ends here, and then we're done with it. But they forget that this is a continuous process that they're entering. This is like Windows 10. There will be no Windows 11. It will be just a better and better and better Windows 10 that Microsoft is delivering. And The same with digital transformation or automation. It's an ongoing topic where you will get better in smaller steps, but more consistently. And where the goal is like to keep the governance around this development. The goal is not to end the project at some point, but to keep the governance and to keep into the movage of this whole process. And this is like, from the whole approach, very often the wrong approach. The people think it will end in a year, and it will not end. It's a continuous process.